Okay, so in this recording, now what I will discuss is further sum from the lesson um, income statement, right? So uh, I'll start with the 2019 question number 7, Roman number 3. So if you can see, they have given a small trial balance, right? Hurry. Okay, hurry. So you have building provision for depreciation, etc. So I have said we have to start from the additional information, right? So on the additional information, you are given stock, building, and accrued electricity charges, right? Now, please note that even though this is um, recording, right? At the end of the recording, after watching the recording within this week and next week, I will ask you to write the answers and show to me, right? So therefore, make sure to listen to this carefully. I will upload this video to YouTube also, as well as I will share to every individual respective groups, right? So make sure to listen to the very carefully. Okay. So you have to prepare the statement of profit or loss and statement of financial position. Okay, so listen carefully. I mean, I'll be a little bit like a bullet, right? But I know you guys can't do that fast, right? Okay, now this is the marking scheme, original marking scheme issued by the Department of Examination, right? Issued by the Department of Examination. So in that marking scheme, I'll be using this marking scheme to discuss the sum. If you note, the format is different. So if you see the marking scheme, their format is different. So don't get scared. This is the old syllabus format. Now, like donkeys, do not copy down this format in your writing book, right? Why? This is incorrect. The correct format is given below. Now, I think you are not scared when you see uh, this correct format, right? So, as I said, the first thing you have to do is write name of the business, name of the format, and the date. So, see the marking. They have given half mark for the writing the name of the format and the date, right? Now, you guys don't write the date and the name, right? You are losing half mark, right? Now, this is original marking scheme, right? So, I mean, you guys sometimes say just the name, no need to write. No. So say you are getting half mark. Let's say your exam marks are 75, 74. You are losing the A. If you wrote the name, it is 74.5. You can get the 75 marks. So see your knowledge, right? You must write the name and the date, right? Sales, cost of sale. So you have to draw the format, right? Cost of sale, gross profit, other income. Now make this format is little bit different, right? I mean, you have to write other income here, right? Other income is missing, right? Other things are fine, right? Then SOFP also, I don't see any issue, right? Only a small issue is there. Here, equity and liability is missing, the heading, right? Other than that, and here total equity and liability is missing. Other than that, there is no issue. Now, when you watch the recording, all of you, like, I mean, um, typewriters, do not copy this answer at once. First of all, try to draw the format alone and do the sum alone. Then refer to my recording and correct your answer. Okay, so I'll start discussing it. Please listen. Stock as at 31st 12, 2018 is 22,000. So where to record that? I said you double entry should be recorded in two places, right? Two places. The first place is in the profit or loss. So if you see here, less closing stock 22,000. What is the other place? What is the other place we can record closing stock? In the SOFP. Yes, I know. But where? Is it under non-current asset? Is it under current asset? Current asset, right? Under current asset, right? So look here, current asset 22,000. Always remember closing stock in two places, right? P&L and SOFP under current asset, right? So then I'll go to the other adjustment. It's very easy now. Building should be depreciated 20% on straight line method. So like me, you also must do a working in the paper, right? When you do the sum alone. So I'm going to take the building cost, right? What is the building cost? 350,000. Multiply that by 20%. So 2 times 35, it is 70,000, right? 2 times 35, it is 70. So you can add 70,000. Now you can't do like that. That is a shortcut. You do it manually. I mean, write it in the paper, cut the zeros, right? Use the proper method, right? 70,000. So if you see here, building depreciation is 70,000 rupees. Sorry. So, and another difference you can see, compared to the textbook activities, the past paper question number 7 is small, right? So you don't need to worry a lot, but I mean, if you don't practice properly, it is complex. Right. Now, earlier I said something confusing. I mean, like in the classes, you are getting confused when there is a provision for depreciation. Now, listen to this point very carefully, right? Here we have a provision for depreciation, 140,000, right? What we must do for this? The thing we should do for this is, now we have recorded 70,000 under administration, no issue. 140,000 should be recorded under accumulated depreciation. But for this, I should add the value taken from the income statement as well, 70,000, right? Now that is what I mean given in the theory classes. We should add it, right? The value given in the trial balance, 140,000, and the value which we have calculated under admin expenses should be added together, 210,000. Then only we should deduct both 350,000 minus 210,000. You are getting 140,000 as the carrying value. Okay, so the next one, I mean the last adjustment, right? Now see how easy it is. Accrued electricity charge is rupees 1,000. What to do for that? Accrued means payable. So I said earlier also, if there are accrued expenses, you must add those. So let's go to administration expenses. What was the expense name? Electricity, right? Electricity. Let's check the trial balance as well. In the trial balance, we have 5,000. So what I should do, 5,000 plus 1,000. 5,000 plus 1,000. Immediately, this figure 1,000 should be recorded in the SOFP under current liability, accrued electricity. Accrued electricity. I think you were happy like it is ending with 3 adjustment, but there is a hidden adjustment that is the 12% bank loan. So always if you see a percentage to the bank loan, it means it is adjustment, right? So you have to remember that. Now I will elaborate this further. 100,000 into 12%. So I am getting 12,000. Right? You know, bank loan interest. Where to record? Bank loan interest is finance expenses. Bank loan interest is finance expense. So this 12,000 should be recorded under financial expenses. See here, 12,000. You might have a doubt. Look here, in the trial balance also there is bank loan interest 10,000. What to do with this? The value given in the trial balance mean, so I will write here as well, this is the paid value. It means total value is, total bank loan interest is 12,000. We have paid 10,000. How much do I have to pay? 2,000, right? Payable is 2,000. So I am going to my SOFP, bank loan payable 2,000. Clear? So the other items should be recorded from the uh, trial balance, right? So discount allowed, bad debt, not debt. The spellings are wrong, right? Then here you are getting the net profit. See here, for writing net profit transfer to the capital account, you are getting half. That's why I'm telling, write all these things properly, right? So still there are people who do not write these things, right? So this should be transferred to the capital. So I hope this sum is clear and we can move to 2018. Okay, so this is the 2018 sum. Again, you have to write the name of the business, the year, right? And all the details, right? So you have to draw the format first, both the formats, right? Now see, write in the name here, half mark. Write in net profit transfer to the capital account, another half. Write in the name here, half mark. Writing cost accumulated depreciation net book value, half mark. So 2 marks you have already earned. Now it doesn't mean with 2 marks you can pass. I mean, if you do only this, you can earn 2 out of 100 and it's fail. So I mean, you can, what I mean is you can earn at least 2 marks, right? Okay, so let's start discussing the sum. Now, since there are some adjustments which we have already discussed, I am going to increase the speed a little bit. Stock as at 31st 12 2017 is 25,000. So where to put this? In the P&L under closing stock. So if you look here, P&L closing stock. In the SOFP under current asset closing stock, 25,000. Distribution vehicle should be depreciated annually 10% on straight line method. Okay. The vehicle cost is given 400,000. So I will do a work in here. Multiply by 10%. Obviously, it is 40,000. Now, distribution vehicle is distribution, right? The name itself is helping know. But I have seen student, when the question say distribution vehicle, they go and put it on the administration, right? So, no, distribution vehicle means distribution, right? 40,000. That is also done. As I said earlier, all adjustment must be recorded in two places. Now see here, distribution vehicle depreciation. Distribution vehicle provision for depreciation, 60,000. What should I do? What should I do? 60,000 plus 40,000 in the income statement, 100,000. Right. So that is, now see how easy it is. I mean, you people all are scared of this now, but it's really easy. But make sure not to lose this recording even now. I am making it very short. I mean, now at the end of this recording, it will be only 1 hour. I'll cover not-for-profit and production cost as well. Make sure to rewatch this before the exam. I mean, it will help you to cover the basic area, right? And even I have sent another additional recording to the WhatsApp group, but I couldn't upload that to YouTube. Make sure to watch that as well. That is from business study, right? Now, I know all of you are 100% perfect in business study, but still watch that record because 1% you might be weak, right? So there are areas where you might have forgot some important definition, right? So in that I am telling. So therefore watch that as well. Right. So I'll go to the last adjustment. Rupee 1,200 has been decided to return off as bad debt. What to do? Very simple. Go to your distribution expenses, right? But before that, check in the trial balance whether you have any bad debt. So here I have 800 rupees as bad debt. So what I should do? Take the figure from the trial balance, add adjustment value 2,000. Then what I should do? In the SOFP, any guess? What I should do for this value? Deduct it from trade, payable or receivable or trade debtor. Debtors, very good. Deduct it from trade debtors. Deduct it from trade debtors. So look here, in my trial balance, trade debtors is 20,000. Trade debtor is 20,000. From that 20,000, I should deduct the adjustment value 1,200. I am getting 18,800, right? Now, if you see properly, marks are given only for the adjustment in the paper. No marks given for the opening stock purchase. Now, it doesn't mean don't do this, right? But if you do not have enough time, at least do the adjustment and count. You will get at least from 4 3 marks, right? Now, even though you write the opening stock purchase, carriage inwards, no marks are given for those, right? They will give the marks for the cost of sale and gross profit. Now, to get the cost of sale and gross profit, you need those, right? So, in this sum, I don't think there is anything difficult when entering into the PNL. So, we have a bank loan. Now, I said if you have a percentage to the bank loan, it means it is a hidden adjustment. 100,000 into 9%. Answer is 9,000, I think. Yes, 9,000. So that should be recording financial expense, right? Bank loan interest should be recorded in financial expense. In the question, they have given bank interest paid 4,500. 4,500 paid, 9,000 is the total. How much is payable? How much is payable? 9,000 is the total, 4,500 is paid. 4,500 is payable. From 9,000 deduct 4,500, you are getting 4,500. So in the bank loan adjustment, the easiest thing is now you have two ways to do. Take the interest paid amount 4,500 and record it here and add the payable value. You are getting 9,000. But the easier method is not this. Easier method for this bank loan adjustment is, I mean, take it from the percentage. Now, if the loan is 100,000, percentage is 9%, 100,000 into 9% is 9,000. That value put in the finance expense, 9,000 directly. Do not try to find the payable, paid and add those, right? Directly put that value. Later, from this 9,000, see the paid value, deduct it and record under current liabilities. So, okay, so I don't think any other complex thing in this paper. Now I am moving to another paper which is 222. So I think this is the very recent paper. Yes. For this question, I am unable to find the uh, marking scheme. So what I am going to do, I will use Sinhala marking scheme, right? So that you cannot copy directly the answer. You have to do this alone, right? So I will use a Sinhala. Fine, there is no marking scheme. Think there is no marking scheme. I'll discuss it. You have to do it and send me a photo. Okay, so I'll start. Additional information. Closing stock. I think this is the very recent paper. I don't 222, 223. You guys are 223, 225. Don't. Uh, I think you guys are 224, 225. There is another recent paper. Okay, right. Closing stock is 48,000. Where to record it? So I'll use a different marking scheme, 2021. I'll record in that. So closing stock should be recorded in the PNA, right? Under closing stock, 48,000. Again, we have to record under current asset, 48,000, right? Then machine should be depreciated 10% annually. So let's see the value of machine, 200,000. So 200,000 into 10%, 200,000 into 10%, it is 20,000. Right? We have to record machine depreciation under administrative expenses. So here, machine depreciation, 20,000. Then go to the trial balance, check whether you have any provision for depreciation. I can't see any provision. So what I can do, I can go to my SOFP, machine, 200,000 and deduct 20,000. I am getting the carrying value 180,000. Right. So don't copy this answer. This is the 221 marking scheme, right? Because I can't find this marking scheme. You have to do this and send the photo, right? The last one, electricity charges to be paid. What we must, what is mean by to be paid? To be paid. Now these are English words, right? What is meant by to be paid? Payable, accrue, right? Now examiner will confuse you by giving new words like payable, accrued, right? So that is happening in the exam, right? To be paid means payable, right? So remember, to be paid means payable, right? What you should do, electricity in here is 12,000. Here you have 2,000. Go to the admin expenses. I'll use this electricity. Um, 12,000 plus 2,000, right? I will use the electricity given here. 12,000 plus 2,000, 14,000. Then what should I do? Go to the current liability. Accrued electricity 2,000, right? Accrued electricity 2,000. You have a hidden adjustment here as well, right? 8% bank loan. So it means 8,000. Record that under finance expenses. Bank loan interest 8,000. Go to the P&L and trial balance and see if there any bank interest paid. No, it means this whole 8,000 is payable. So under accrued bank loan interest, 8,000 rupees, 8,000 rupees, right? So that is the 2022 paper and 2021. Also, I want you to attempt alone, right? I'll erase this answer from here, but I will not, yeah, I will provide this marking. Normally, I don't like to give marking scheme, but I will give you the marking scheme for the 221 paper. Make sure to attempt that as well, right? Now, this recording, don't complete it within one day. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, even though I am doing it like a rocket within 30 minutes for you to draw the format and do it, for one sum, it will take around 30 minutes, right? So, I mean, segregate the recording. I mean, uh, like this week, watch two sum. Next week, do another two, right? Not for profit, do the week after that. But day before the exam, it's better you watch this recording again with your answer you have written. Revise this again. For profit. Okay, so now I am going to continue the production cost sum in the 2019 paper. Yes. Okay. So when you are given a production cost sum, right, what you should do? First of all, you have to decide whether these costs are prime cost or overhead cost. So I will revise you that diagram a little bit, right? Now I will revise you those things. Prime cost or else direct cost. Prime cost or direct cost can be classified into three: DM, DL, and DO. What is mean by DM? Direct material, direct labor, and direct other, right? So even those who will watch the recording, if you don't know the meaning of DM, DL, and DO, please don't write this here, right? Overhead cost and indirect cost. Under that, we have IM, IL, and IO. Indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect other. Summation of prime cost and overhead cost is equal to what? Total production cost. I hope those can be remembered. Right. Per unit cost. Per unit cost means total production cost divided by number of units. I think that equation also you got revised. Or total production cost divided by number of units. There is another equation, per unit selling price. Per unit selling price, per unit cost plus open bracket, per unit cost into per unit profit margin, right? Per unit cost plus, now let's say unit cost is 100 plus 100, let's say percentage will be given to you in the exam, multiply by 20%. So how to solve this? 100 plus 100 into 20%, it is 120 rupees. So I recommend you, there are three examples in the grade 11 textbook, right? With this equation, please redo those as well, right? Okay. So this is just a recap, and even before the exam, watch this and go. It will help you, right? Now I am going to the production cost statement, right? Okay, so this is the production cost statement. Same thing apply. Name of the business, the name of the format, and the date, right? You must start with direct material. So here in the sum, purchase of plastic is DL. Wages of the flower maker is direct labor, right? Because you can tell per flower, per flower was what is the wage, right? Painting cost of flower vases. Then you have electricity charges, right? And purchase of flower vase machine. Painting cost, can you tell per vase what is the painting cost? No, right? So those are indirect. Electricity charge, you can't tell per vase what is the electricity. Indirect. Purchase of flower making machine, it is not coming to the production cost statement. I'll tell you why and what to do with that when I'll explain the sum, right? So here I'll put the star, right? But I have seen student who record this as well, right? Purchase of flower vase making machine, right? Okay. So purchase of plastic bottle, 13,000. Wages of maker of flower vases, 6,000. I add those two, I am getting the prime cost. I have indirect materials, that is the painting cost, and indirect other expenses, electricity charges. So up to there, you don't have any issue, I think, right? Now the issue is why they have given flower vases making machine. That is given to find the depreciation. So 60,000 into 10%, right? Depreciation is 6,000. But question say prepare the production cost statement for the month. What you should do if it is for a month. 6,000 into 1 over 12. Okay. 1 over 12. Right. 6,000 into 1 over, no, into 1 over 12. Right. That is how 500 came. Then you can add that and get the total production cost. Okay. Then I'll see the 2018 paper as well if we have a sum from that. And at last, very last, right? So I kept this purposefully to be done in a recording. Um, I'll be doing this as well, the bank statement. Because in a theory class, we haven't done a bank statement. So purposefully, I haven't done that, right? But I will show it here. And this is the only past paper where bank statement has been asked, right? Banks, this is little bit difficult, right? So, I mean, I will explain, but you have to redo this at least 5 to 6 times. So I did my O level in 2017. I was lucky. A bank statement was not asked, right? Okay. So let's see the 2018 paper as well. So in the 2018, yes, we have a not-for-profit question. They asked the membership fees. Okay. Now see, it's like what I have explained in 2019. They ask you to fill the membership fees. So here see, there are 60 members. Per member is 1,000. Total fees is 60,000, right? So it's correct, no? Total fees is recorded, right? Total fees is recorded. There is additional information. 8 members have not paid. 8 into 1,000, 8,000. Can I know then how many members have paid? There are 60. 8 have not paid. How many members have paid? There are 60. 8 have not paid. How many have paid? 72. Only make a no issue, right? 72, right? 52, right? So, no, I am not a mathematician, right? I am doing commerce, and for all my life from the university first day, and even in the professional course university, I am using a calculator to do all the sum, right? Because we are not take the mathematics, so my maths is weak, huh? Right? So it is 52, right? Okay. So I think I should use a calculator. Uh, 52. So then 52 multiply by 1000. How many members have paid? 52. So 52 multiplied by 1000, 52,000. Okay. A is 52,000. Then B, income from selling flags. The question say receivable from selling flag is 600. What should I do for this 600? Receivable from selling flag. Here also I have 8,000. Another 6,000 I need to receive. What should I do? 8,000 plus or minus 600. 8,000 plus or minus 600. 8,000 is in the receipt and payment. Another 600 I have to receive. Plus. So it is 8,600. 8,600. So I'll take you through the marking as well. 8,600. Right? Last one, transport cost. Accrued. It's very easy. Add or minus. Accrued, no? Add, right? So you already have transportation 8,500. 8,500 plus 2,000, it is 10,500, right? So I think you want to write the 2,000 in 2018. No? Surplus or shortage. I am not going to do this. I mean, you have to add and minus and take the surplus like this. अरे calling the values substitute करला for B and C, you have to take the final answer, right? Surplus for the period, right? Okay, okay, okay. We'll say the not for the production cost sum for this whole. So I don't know whether there is a production cost sum. If it's not there, I'll move to the bank state. It's there. 2018 question number 6. They asked to find the prime cost for the month. Now for a sum like this, 2018 question number 6. Okay. Prime cost. You must write the equation. Direct material plus direct labor plus direct time. Right? If not, you can't start this one. Right? Let's see whether there is direct material cost of timber. Monthly electricity bill is indirect. Wages of carpenter is direct labor. Other direct expenses is direct other. Rent of carpenter shop is indirect. So they asked to find the prime cost. No? We have to add these together. So 100,000 plus 17,500 plus 60,000. See, prime cost. I hope that is clear. I mean, it's a very simple sum. You have to add all those together, right? Profit from selling and I don't know how to pronounce. Yeah, that one, right? Number of that one produced during the month is 5. Selling price is 50. Okay, let's see how to do this. Now here you can use a small logic. One of that thing is 50,000. There are 5. No? What you can do? Multiply, get the total selling price, 250,000, right? From that, you have to deduct the cost, 250,000 minus our production cost. What is our production cost? We got early. Prime cost is 117,500. We have the indirect cost, no electricity. Simply, මේ මෙතන තියෙන addition එක 100,000 plus 2,500 plus 60,000 plus 17,500 plus 20,000 is the cost. හරිනේ. ඒක cost එක. Cost එකෙන් sales අඩු කරාම you are getting the profit. How much is the cost? 200,000. Now, if the cost is 200,000, right? Selling price is 250,000. What's the profit? Cost එක ලක්ෂ දෙකයි නම් selling price එක දෙකම ආරයි නම් profit එක 50,000, right? But the question is asking profit per unit. So what I should do? 50,000 බෙදීම 5. 10,000. Here they have used a different method. I have used another method. You can use any method you like. Even this method is correct. Even the method I have said is correct. Clear? Clear? Right. So I'll move to the bank statement, which is the very final part I want to do in the theory class, which I have never done. Please be very attentive to this bank statement, right? 2019. Question number 6, Roman number 4. Question number 6, Roman number 4, right? I'll take the marking as well with this so that it will be easy to elaborate the answer. Right. This is the format of a bank statement: date, description, debit, credit, balance, right? So if this is asked, it is very hard because normally adjusted bank book and bank reconciliation should be asked. But this year, in 2019, they have asked a bank statement. So it's really hard, right? They have given the opening balance in the question, 11,000. So obviously that should be recorded under balance, right? Then you have deposits and deduction. So normally in cash book, deposit we record in which side? If we receive money, debit or credit? Debit. Deduction, credit. In the bank statement, it is the opposite way. In the bank statement, it is reverse. For the bank, our deposits are like deduction. Our deduction are like deposit. Right? So that is the thing you have to remember. Then in the bank statement, which side to record deposit? Credit side. Right? So it's confusing, right? So if you confuse, the best thing is write the correct one, debit, credit, then write credit, debit, and erase debit, credit. I hope it's clear. Debit, credit, credit, debit, right? Now that is what has been done. See, in the credit side, 20,000, 22,000, 15,000. In the debit side, 10,000, 20,000, 3,000. But you must record it in the chronological order. What is mean by chronological order? 2 first, 4th March 2nd, 5th March 3rd, like that. Okay. Now, I hope debit side and credit side is clear. Any issue? I'll teach you how to take the balance, right? Very simple. You have 11,000, right? If it is credit in the bank statement, if it is credit, you have to add. If it is debit, you have to minus. Now here look, 11,000 plus 20,000 from the credit side. It's credit, no? 31,000. Clear? Balance is 11,000. Apna credit side 20, 31. Clear or not? උඩම තියෙනවා in the balance 11. 11,000. එක්කද? Oh, 11 plus 20, 31. Okay then. Correct? Right. Then debit 10. Debit, what you must do? Calling at the arm second, deduct 10,000. 21,000. So again, I'm telling credit plus debit minus. Then what should I do for 22,000? Plus or minus? Is credit. Credit now? No. Plus. Yes, plus. Credit now plus, right? So it's confusing for me also, right? This thing, 22,000. It is 43,000. 15,000 plus or minus? Plus. So I am getting 58,000. 20,000 minus. I am getting how much? 38,000. Finally, 38,000 minus 3,000. I am getting 35,000. Clear? Are you clear? Okay, so that's all for the recap on the income statement, not for profit, production cost statement, and I did bank reconciliation statement as well. So make sure to watch these recordings even the day before the exam. And I have shared in on business studies as well to your respective WhatsApp groups, right? Make sure to complete that recording as well. So if you go through this, I mean, question number 7 will be nothing. Now you saw that not for profit is very simple.